What we didn't get to was what happened at the Playboy Mansion. Can you pick up and tell me what happened when Ashleigh went to do the Playboy shoot?
I sure can. At some point, Ashleigh had come public with the fact that Vince hadn't shown any sexual interest or interest in that regard with her prior to the Playboy cover shoot. From what Ashleigh had told me, her experience at the Playboy Mansion upon arrival and being brought to her room as like you would go to a hotel and you would put the do not disturb sign on the outside of your door. It was kind of, in that sense, it was kind of the way it worked. Instead, it was you chose a pair of panties. And when I mean a pair of panties, it's like the cut. There's briefs, there's G-strings, there's hip huggers, whatever, the V-string, right.
Sure, sure.
The less fabric, the more the person behind that door was willing to do or give of themselves.
So this was, you were supposed to choose from your own panties?
It was an indicator.
Was there a line of panties that were laid out for her to choose from?
There was, in her case, I don't know how it works for anyone else. Yeah. I can only speak on her, from what she had told me. Was she was given, there was about 5 different sets of styles of underwear, and she was to place one on the outside of the door, and that would be an indicator of what she was willing or not willing to do during her stay there.
And so, like you mentioned, the more racy the panties, the
less fabric.
The less fabric, the more
skin
you'd be willing to do with Hugh Hefner?
That's right.
So what did she choose? What did she tell you that she chose?
Okay, so no, I can only speak as her best friend and what she shared with me. And at that point, I believe she felt like she had paid her dues. I don't think she felt like she fell in that category anymore. She paid her dues. She was groomed and passed to that level already. She
didn't want to do this.
She didn't comply.
She didn't hang any of them out there.
Hence the punishment she would receive for the rest of her life.
So let's go from there. She chose against taking one of those pairs of underwear and hanging it outside as an indicator to Hugh Hefner. She did not comply. And what did she tell you happened after that?
It was funny because I was expecting all these cool, amazing stories about Playboy Mansion. You know, my best friend's on the cover. Celebrity cover, you know, that just wasn't what happened.
It wasn't. And what did she say?
And when she came back, she was treated like an outcast.
Like it was palpable, the difference in how she was treated.
I mean, that was it. That was the end of. I mean, it was just. It was like. It flipped upside down her entire career. She felt uncomfortable walking through the doors at WWE.
It should have been that she was being propelled into sort of her excellency because she had just made the cover of Playboy for WWE. Did she ever say to you that she had an inkling or that she had a direct reason or any kind of evidence as to why she thinks her rebuffing of Hugh Hefner may have resulted in this being ghosted when she got back?
Well, of course, because eventually what she grew to understand and learn was this was expected. Groom and pass and comply. And it's part of your contract. You're going to get Playboy cover. You're going to go on Survivor. You're not going to make much money off of it.
Right. Did she make money off the Playboy
Nearly
cover?
Nothing. People don't understand. They think Vince makes people millionaires. Those wrestlers aren't making nearly what people think they are.
So did anybody say, and this is important.
Those contracts, someone needs to actually read them.
So when she came back from the Playboy Mansion experience, did she ever say that anyone within the WWE either said directly or whispered rumors that you shouldn't have done that to Hugh Hefner, you should have hung the underwear?
Vince.
Vince said it. Vince said it to her?
Vince. That's when Vince wanted her in his hotel room.
So tell me what happened.
That is when Vince started saying demeaning, sexual uncomfortable things to her was upon her coming back from that Playboy Mansion and the cover shoot.
So she said to you that he became more sexualized to her after she rebuffed Hugh Hefner.
Not just more.
Overtly.
If in a frightening, uncomfortable, not comfortable in her own skin, didn't want to be her entire career. Her life just changed overnight because she didn't give her body to who she was supposed to.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.